Hello and welcome back for episode 6 with 3 honeys and some tea.
That's 7.
Woohoo! 6 already. That's crazy.
That is crazy.
6 weeks
actually.
of listening to our asses.
No kidding.
It's a
Thanks
great
for hanging
time.
around.
It's been good. First off, before we actually get started, I have to start with where we ended. I just want everybody to understand the difficulty it is to pull a prank on these two. It's unheard of. And I don't know if anybody else noticed, but it annoyed the hell out of me. But I said about 27,000 wows, and you'd have thought they'd have caught on, and they didn't.
I didn't until I
I
watched
watched
it back.
and then I'm like, oh my god.
Zach caught on in the first 2 minutes. He was like, "Why is she doing that?" I'm like, "Doing what?" And he goes, "Saying wow like that." I'm like, I didn't realize.
I will figure out a prank somehow, some way.
Well, you
it's
better
just gonna take me
you better
some time.
strategize a little farther because
Even
I
my-
knew you were full of caca weenie.
I didn't. I was terrified and I was really sad.
Jess went home and stressed all night,
did.
and then the whole next day, and I'm like,
I
Kim,
did.
please tell her it's a joke because I knew you were full of it. Jess did not. She was like, she called me as soon as we got in the driveway, and she's like, she's not serious, right?
I was
like,
devastated.
No, Jess. She was stressing all night.
I
She has
wasn't
a heart
stressing.
condition.
I wasn't stressing. I was devastated.
I at least got one, so I halfway maybe made it work. I don't know. I tried.
You
So
can't
if
have an
anybody
Oreo.
has any good pranks, don't send them to these two yahoos. Send them my way, and we'll see what we can do.
We can't have a good Oreo without the cream in the middle. We can't.
Yeah.
You can't leave us. You're
And
stuck.
I don't think Lindsay's Awanas shirt got enough attention. That was pretty clever.
Oh,
I
I've
do
been
have to
addressed.
admit.
It's
I've
been
been
addressed
addressed.
in public
It
three
got lots
times.
of
That's pretty
attention.
awesome.
I had 3 people
God
laughing.
bless Megan. She was very concerned that it wasn't from the thrift store.
Yeah, she knew. She knew. She was there
I know
watching
what
me
she
put
said.
in the dedication. She did too.
That was pretty good.
So tonight we're going to start off strong talking about things that give us the ick.
Love it.
I thought you were going to do the cheering one.
I think we should define the difference between a pet peeve and an ick, though.
A pet peeve is something that annoys us.
For some people, they don't know what an ick is. A pet,
I may not
but I
have done
feel
it
like
right then.
an ick is something that equally annoys you, but it kind of just it
An
cringes.
ick
It's
is
gross.
just something
or-
that makes you cringe, and a pet peeve is something that annoys you. I'd say that's the difference.
Okay. Okay.
Fair enough.
Okay. All right. My first ick is going to a public bathroom, but any bathroom.
Period.
And sitting on a warm toilet seat
Oh,
that
that
someone
is
else
an
warmed
ick.
up.
That is an ick.
That just sends me. I hate that.
It is.
I have a couple of kids that will not use a public restroom, and they will wait to come home.
I'm not one of them. If I
Maybe
gotta
my-
go, I
Some
gotta
of
go.
my bonus kids are that way.
Yeah.
I've
I know a
been-
lot of
Anybody
people
out,
like
but
that.
my youngest potentially.
I've been camping since I was a child, so I'm good to just triangle
Smart.
over the ground.
Yeah, we've
Yeah.
pulled
I'd rather.
over on interstate
use-
so many
I'd
times
rather.
for Jess and Mom.
And you.
Yes.
Not as many times as them.
The
Okay.
paper bag. Anyone
enough.
want to remember that episode? If not,
All right, Kim, next
check
ick.
it out. It's a good story.
Oh, this one's gonna hit hard.
Oh, I'm ready. Bring it, baby.
Ah,
I hope it offends me so we can
I
argue.
feel like I'm
a
gonna be.
spit cup really gives me the ick.
Yeah.
It's okay if it is closed, but like sometimes it just gives me the ick. I can't touch it.
They're disgusting.
Yeah, it's just.
Yes.
Yeah.
I drank a spit cup multiple times as a child.
I
Yeah.
did too.
Out of it,
Dad's.
like on accident.
And it was wintergreen, and I will always be traumatized.
It happens.
Yeah, I'm with you on that.
Ugh.
Mine's a very mild one, but socks higher than your ankle or socks with sandals. And I know everybody's gonna be like, you're just out of style. That's fine. But for me, I just can't do it. Like
If you
it physically
style
can't
it
do
right,
it.
but it's gone in and out of trends. So
Some guys just wear socks with sandals.
I think it's a big thing with teens, and I'm just not cool anymore.
it's came and gone.
But
Now it's more
just-
like the ankle
I can't
sock.
do it.
Like above your ankle, just above your ankle, not like
No.
up to your, like what he's wearing right now.
I knew Ethan was gonna love it.
See?
I
He
can't.
always wears
I just can't.
socks
It's the
with his
90s
sandals.
child. I can't do it. It's got to
That's
be ankle
funny.
socks, no show socks. Can't do it. I don't want to see your socks.
Okay.
You got a list.
Mine,
That's
I know,
my
don't
most
be reading
mild.
my
That's my
list.
most
that far.
Mine almost goes
Sure
with
see that
Jess's a little bit, but mine is men with long leg hair, and the hair like lays on the sock.
What are they supposed to do?
Did your leg hair lay on your
Trim
sock?
your leg hair or something.
Let's see it.
I don't know.
No.
See, he doesn't have a lot of leg hair.
No.
It's like hairy, leg-haired men, and their hair lays over the sock. Like, go get a fade.
Fade that puppy.
Yes.
Call me. I shaved Zach's neck last night for him, and I did Steven said it was not that bad of a job.
Very good. One of my icks is when people bite their fingernails and then spit out their nasty nail. That's
Acrylics.
ick. I don't like it.
That is nasty.
I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Being rude to a waiter, customer service, or medical worker. I will
Yes.
immediately have the ick for the rest of the time knowing you.
And then I won't go there for a long time. Like, if it was with someone that I was with and they did that, like,
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed to be sitting with them when they do that.
Yeah, I agree.
Absolutely
There's
not.
nobody lower. I don't care what anybody says. We're all equal when it comes to doing certain things, and there's no reason why we need to get
And you're not going to
Ignorant
make up for
people.
it with a good tip.
no.
Like,
No.
no.
Like, have some decency.
This is food that you're literally going to turn into poo.
Yeah.
Is it really
Yeah.
that? It was never that serious.
No.
Agreed.
All right. My next biggest ick. When you're out in public and you have, this is for men, really white, skinny chicken legs, and they're really white. White, like, go do some leg press. Go do something to amp up those calves. Because a white, skinny chicken leg.
Yeah.
And it's just the white. Like, even if you have a little bit of brown, it looks a little better. Like, a little bit of tan
Tan
or
to
something. But it's the super white, skinny legs.
That's funny.
Makes me cringe.
Yeah.
And they're usually dry because they didn't put on lotion.
They need that cocoa
Too.
butter.
They need that cocoa
Call
butter.
Steven.
Yeah.
He gets it at Costco in the gallons.
We should. It's on the shopping list every week. Next.
Let's see. Which one do I want?
Just go down the line. We're saying them all, baby.
I don't know. One of them is not taking care of yourself. Like, I'm not saying you have to go to Walmart full makeup, but at least comb your hair, brush your teeth before
Wash
walking
your
out
ass.
the door. It just kind of gives me the ick sometimes when.
If your fuzzy slippers match your fuzzy slippers.
Yeah.
Mm.
And yeah, each to their own, by all means.
I remember when we were younger and we'd wake up in the morning. Our eyes were barely open. Dad would be like, "You gonna go brush that fuzz off your teeth?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I just woke up. Give me a second."
And look, you're one of the most hygienic
That's
people I
right.
know. So
There you go.
Dad, thank
I
you.
remember when I was
Thanks,
little,
Dad.
my sister used to constantly.
Look at these beautiful
on me,
smiles.
You need to brush your big bucks. You need to brush your big bucks all the time.
Your what?
My big bucks. My sister used to make fun of my
Oh,
teeth.
big bucky teeth. Okay.
Big teeth.
I'm following now.
And I think my mom was always, every time she went out of the house, she was always well kept. I don't think I've ever seen her out of the house without
Yeah, your mom looks damn
makeup or
good.
hair done, and I think maybe I get that from her sometimes.
Absolutely.
Not that
Yeah. Mom
sometimes
would
it's
never
nice
either.
just to leave the house, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Mom still does a full face when we're camping. I still do a full face of makeup when we're camping.
Yeah.
I don't care.
I think that's because growing up, Mom drilled into us, like, when you look good, you feel good.
Yeah.
And I think that is so
Yeah.
true. Like, you just feel better about yourself. Your
Yeah.
mood improves. You're like, yeah,
Yeah.
I know I look good.
Well, and you
So I can
you
go
represent the
grab my
whole
groceries
fam.
at Walmart.
Don't be going out of Walmart looking a hot mess.
Right?
No.
Your turn, honey.
Okay.
What do you got?
When men call women females.
Oh,
And okay, I know it's like the gender female, male, whatever. But when they're like refer to you as, she does that because she's a female. Like, I just can't.
do you know what?
I can't.
Woman was always a no word in our house. Like, you don't say, "Hey, woman, get over here." That was like disrespectful. Like, you
Yeah.
just never ever said that. And so
Yeah.
that's my ick is.
Yeah.
That and
'Cause
old
it-
lady.
and I don't know why it
that and
sends
old
me.
lady. If Steven ever called me that, I
Get over
can't.
here, old
I gotta
lady.
call my old lady and ask her. I'm 2 months younger than you, sir. He would never call me that, but
I'm 3 months older than Zach.
I think
Cradle
that's the-
robbers are we?
I don't know. A lot of people do that. I don't know if that's just the
just don't
country
like it.
hip in the world or what, where we live.
well, it ain't me. Put your cowboy boots outside before you come in my house. Mainly because I don't want your shoes on.
Yep.
Okay. Wait, is it my turn?
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
The people that were good in sports in high school, and then they play like co-ed things, co-ed events, and they just have to be all-stars. Close the fucking yearbook. I mean, like,
Stay cool.
and same with like people who want their 5-year-olds to be all-stars. That's along the same thing. Like, let them go out there and have fun and learn. And I don't know, it just gives me the ick. Like,
I sometimes live through my kids with some sports. Like, absolutely love basketball.
no,
And that
there's
was
a
my
difference
ultimate-
between getting into it though and like
Throwing down with the ref.
throwing down with a ref.
Or like screaming at the ref at like a little league game.
Oh, that's true. Yeah, that's not good.
That gives me the ick.
Yes, like close the yearbook.
Sit there quietly and
Cheer your
Steven
kid
and
on.
I are very
Yeah.
sport driven people. We were both very into sports in high school, and we want Norian to love sports and be good at them too. But like at the age of 5, I'm not going to be yelling at him because he struck out or missed a ball.
Oh, that's good.
right.
You know,
Yeah.
I mean, I might be a little annoyed, but I'm not going to be like, you suck.
I mean, the time that Allie took a bag of chips at softball and put it in her glove and went out to outfield and was just eating
know-
chips. The softball mom and me kind of like I just wanted to rage, but we talked about it. We're like, not appropriate.
You know-
Chips in the glove in the outfield's not appropriate.
Speaking of that, I may have a child that we'd always wonder where's he at? Where's the child? Where's the child at? Potentially could have been up to bat and was at the concession stand getting a cheeseburger and a hot dog.
Who is that, Kim? Which child?
One of the kids.
Probably
Of mine.
the one staring at us.
I think I know. He probably wears socks with
That's
sandals.
a good memory. I'll never forget that, and I'll never let him live it down.
You know, Allie is me through and through because in high school, and even my coach knew, when I was out in the field, I had M&Ms or gummy bears in my glove. And you know what? I took softball very seriously. It was my favorite
Did
sport
you?
at the time. I did, absolutely.
Did you?
This is
Yes,
also the
I
same
did.
coach that had snacks in her pocket, and if you made it to third, you got a snack. So
She
I
knew
think
what
she still
motivated
does
us
that.
women.
she accepted you
Yeah.
for you.
It wasn't just me. Everyone that made it to third got a snack.
She didn't do that with us.
Oh, well, she didn't like you as much. We weren't as much fun.
Is it my turn?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, leaving dirty dishes in the sink without rinsing them off. I think that is one thing that
That's
it's
also
just
targeted
simple.
at you.
Rinse them off, put them in the dishwasher, or
Especially
even
eggs.
if you don't want to put them in the dishwasher, just rinse
Yeah.
it off.
Just slap some water on them. It's not that
Yes.
hard.
Throw a little
You know how hard
Dawn
it is to
soap.
scrape a cornflake off the side of a bowl all dried?
And I have to give that to Dave because I'll never forget when we first got married. That was one of the things. He's like, I do not like dirty dishes in the sink.
Yep.
And I don't think I ever have. I just can't. I can't leave dishes in the sink overnight.
I'm also fine
can't
with if
either.
you're not going to rinse it off, just fill it with water so
Yeah.
at least it's soft and I can just quickly.
Yeah.
I don't want to scrape.
No.
No.
Grosses
that's-
me out, even if you know it's food.
Doing dishes gives me the ick.
Now,
Honestly,
Dave
it
will
grosses
wash
me
the
out.
dishes and then put them in the dishwasher because he thinks that they
Because the dishwashers just
or wash
dry
a paper
shit onto
plate
them.
and then throw it away.
I'm an anti-dishwasher. We have lived in 2 houses now that came with new dishwashers, and we left the first house with
Wait
it
till
brand
you get
new.
More children.
It won't change, I promise.
It also sanitizes, and that's important to me.
Yeah, but it also
point.
cooks on the food.
That's
Clean
why
it off
rinse
before you put it in there.
Put it in there.
You're double washing at
I'm
that
glad
point.
we're on the same page here. For once, it's me and
That's
Kim.
right.
It's
No.
me and Kim against
Couldn't
Lindsay.
be me.
Well,
You gotta
do
wash
you.
them to
you
put
do
them in a
you,
machine
Lori
that washes
Ingalls
them,
Wilder. Have fun
and
on
then
your
wait
covered
45
wagon.
minutes for them to be done washing, and then still have to put them away, rather than just wash them, get them clean, put them out to dry,
when you
put them away.
have only 2 people in the house, well, 3, is quicker.
2.2.
But when
He's
you
2.
have a child that gets a cup out every time they take a drink, and
Yep.
My
eats
husband
off
does
of,
that
and you
with
have
my
several
toddler.
people in the house. You just
We'll have 3 cups out for Norian a night.
You also remember she's
And-
at the beginning of motherhood. She
Yes,
isn't
true.
burned.
Everyone said my
in.
OCD would calm down when I had kids too, and it is ramped up farther
Well,
than it
you've
has
got the
ever
one.
been.
Do you
So-
know I find myself whenever I'm at Lindsay's making sure I pick up stuff if it's setting out longer than it should before she gets to it?
Yep.
She did that a couple
did.
days ago.
Yep.
Okay, Jess, is it whose turn is it?
My next one is couples fighting in public.
Yeah.
I can't do that.
I can't
go
either.
go to the car, go home.
There's a
It
time
makes
and place.
everyone so uncomfortable when that
Yeah.
happens.
Yeah, that's
I
not for
agree.
me. Like I'm not a
That's a big ick.
that is one of the things I will say about my marriage is there is not fighting in public. We throw shade the whole time we're in public, but we do not.
Give
Yeah,
those
you
looks.
won't know if we're fighting.
Yeah.
I might be pissy or pissed off, or he might be, and I
Yeah,
know
but nobody
it,
else
but
is
no
gonna
one
know.
else is gonna know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
True
not
statement.
classy.
Not classy.
It just makes me uncomfy.
Okay, my next one is when people say they can't swim. I don't understand.
It's true.
I don't understand that. Like, you can't even doggy paddle? What do you mean you can't swim? Like,
Well, okay.
you don't gotta be Michael Phelps, but doggy paddle. Come on, do
My
something.
mom refuses. She cannot swim.
I don't understand that.
And if I
I
would
can't
throw
wrap
her
my brain
overboard,
Bring her
she
to
would
the lake with
drown.
us and we'll teach her. We'll throw her off the jet ski like we did
She
Allie.
can't doggy paddle? I don't understand you cannot doggy
I
paddle.
don't know. I've
That's
never
my
seen her
swimming.
in the water.
Well, looks like she has come to the lake with us. With or
That's how
without you.
Allie learned to swim because she kept telling me she
I bet
can't
she
do it.
doesn't.
I put a life jacket on her and we went to the deep and I yeeted her off the jet ski and said, "You can swim. You're swimming right now." And she still laughs about it and thinks it's funny now. But she was mad. And she learned to swim. She taught her to swim. I don't know.
Okay.
Tough love.
I'm just saying. My other one also kind of goes along with it, and that's water shoes. They make me cringe. I hate the look of water shoes, the feel of water shoes. Every time we go to Water World, my mom wears water
It's
shoes.
disgusting to walk
I-
barefooted in those.
You don't have to wear barefooted. Just
Lindsay and I
bring
just
some
put
sandals.
flip-flops
But
Yeah,
just,
That's older
think-
generation.
I don't know. It's just, I love you, Mom, but I can't do the water shoes. I can't take you serious.
It hurts her feet.
I know, she has bad feet, but just throw some Crocs on or something. Lose the water shoes. Sorry. Next.
This probably, I don't know if this is an ick, but I'm going to say it anyway. But I absolutely hate trying to figure out what to cook for supper for my
Every
family.
single night.
Because
Yes.
it gets old. And I need to be a better planner and plan things out because I think it'd be a lot easier. But it just gives me the ick.
Yeah.
It
Because
makes
I
me
hate
pissy.
cooking.
And Steven and I grew up very different. He had a 4-course meal for every meal of the day. And we were told, like, oh, we're having spaghetti, or we had a bowl of cereal, or we made a sandwich, or, like,
Ramen
my mom
noodles.
was not a big cooker. And so we, unless, like, it was, like, an occasion of the weekend.
Yeah. And she'd cook like throughout the week, but not like every night.
I
No.
try to at least make something. Usually, I can always guarantee Dave to eat regardless, and usually Benton sometimes. The other two can kind of be a little bit picky.
My favorite is to make enough for a soup kitchen and then we eat it for 4 days.
Yeah. Except we don't ever actually end up, we just put the
I
rest of
eat
the soup
leftovers.
kitchen in the
I do too.
fridge, and then we eat it for one day, and then it just sits in there, and I have to scoop it all out into the trash.
I know. And why
'Cause-
do people do that? Why do people put leftovers? I'm guilty. Put
Me
leftovers
too.
in the fridge if you're not going to eat the damn things. Just throw them out, and I'm guilty because I'm trying to do
I
better.
think it's good intentions.
Just throw it out.
Yeah, it's the thought that counts.
I'm not.
Right.
I like leftover because I don't want to have to cook or even think about it.
Yeah. I still
I'll eat
do
the
it.
same meal literally 4 or 5 days in a row if
I
I
do
can
the
make
same.
it. My next one is men with long fingernails.
Oh,
yeah.
Or toenails.
Like
Or
even if they
toenails,
just have like
both.
one thumb that's long.
And so many men, and I know
Yeah.
the whole Coke pinky thing, but like there are men who don't do Coke and they keep their pinkies long. Why?
I don't know.
I don't
It-
understand.
And sometimes it's not always all, but sometimes I mean I have seen some men with some long like this looking, acrylic looking, long,
thank you.
real
Yeah, that's
natural
gross.
fingernails. It grosses me out.
And then they don't get clean, and it's just gross.
Because I feel like their nail beds are a
Yeah.
lot bigger than women's, so it looks like a giant toenail.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Okay.
Can't do it.
My next one, this is gonna hurt some feelings. I have
So
some.
is my next one.
I have some friends that are on this train. People that are gluten free, get a grip. It's so annoying to have to accommodate the people that are gluten free.
Now, some people
They
have
can't. They have a
tolerance.
gluten intolerance, but some people just are gluten free for shits
Oh,
and giggles.
well.
And I just eat. What snacks do you want in the kitchen? Because I have none that are gluten free. Like it just. Oh, it just annoys me. I know it's a health issue. Oh, I love you, Hannah. Sorry if you're watching this, but I hate.
But she's one of those that's actually gluten intolerant. Like she like can't
I know,
do it.
But it's just annoying. Like, where do you guys want to go? Where do you guys want to go for dinner? Let's go to Crazy R's. I can't. They don't have anything gluten free. Oh my.
Have a steak. Have a steak and a salad.
I don't know.
No gluten.
It just sends me.
Some
Maybe
people
I
don't
should
have a choice.
Maybe
I
I
know
would
they
be
don't.
healthier if I became gluten free because then I would just be on Whole Foods at all
I
times.
probably would be too, but it just annoys me. And their food options.
Yeah, our
I'm sorry if
Walmart's
you have an
sad.
intolerance, but for the people that choose to live their lives like that without the intolerance, do better.
Each to their own. Ouch.
Have a tortilla.
It was gonna hurt some feelings on the next one. We're being honest, okay? It's an ick for me.
Yeah, do one that hurts somebody's feelings because mine does too.
So-
My next one.
Along the lines of eating. If you're eating and talking to me with your mouth full, it is disgusting. Or you're talking and you have your mouth full and it's sloshing around in there.
Yeah.
Just chew it up and then talk to me. I don't need to.
Or the people who don't swallow their spit and it stays in the corner of
Or
their
they
mouth.
have stuff on.
Choochie. Choochie
You
will have
don't know
ketchup
it's
on
there.
his forehead, his neck.
Well, that's a little different.
Nellie will have ketchup on her back.
Poor Nelly.
That's a little different scenario.
Oh, my next one is gonna hurt feelings.
Oh, I can't wait. Do it. I hope it's mine so we can debate.
Unnatural hair colors.
Yeah.
Oh.
I can't do it.
I hate
If
color.
it's hot pink or purple, and I mean, if it makes you happy, you do it. But it just, I can't.
I can't do
I'm pretty
color
sure my
hair
face is
either.
like this when I talk to him.
Some people can pull it off. Like one of my friends on Instagram, she can pull it off. She looks pretty.
One of your friends from Texas. on
Yeah.
Instagram.
I just
Actually,
think
she
it looks
not from
unprofessional.
Texas. She looks professional.
Yeah.
I'll have to show you.
Like I would even take, like if a doctor walked in and they're covered in neck tats, arm tats, piercings, whatever, and they're a damn good doctor, I'm gonna trust them.
What happens with
But if
their
they
hair?
got-
But if
If
they
they got
walk in
green
with
hair-
hot pink hair, I'm like, I don't know.
Gotta go.
I can't do it.
Like it's cute when like little kids put like a strip of it.
Oh, yeah,
but
that's
like when you got
fine.
your whole hair is pink or your whole head is green or something.
I'm talking to Amy Slayton on 1,000-Pound Sisters. That's
Amy, I hope you're not watching this. We're big fans.
when you are doing a box dye and it's choppy, it looks terrible.
yeah, or at least maintain it so
Make
it
it
doesn't go from a
tasteful.
hot pink to like a light tinged pink, or like
Or
your brown
just
regrowth
work
is
with
showing.
what God gave you.
Just
Look what God gave her.
Okay, next.
Okay. Oh wait, is it my turn? Yeah,
Yeah.
it is, huh? All right, my next one. Showing up at people's houses unannounced. Now,
Oh, me
I
too.
feel like Kim and close family can do that. But other than that, if you show up at my house unannounced, just know I'm annoyed. And I contemplated for 2 minutes before answering the door, or I checked the cameras to see if I should answer the door. I hate that.
I do too.
I don't have that problem.
hate it. I need a one of those mats that says if you weren't invited, go home.
Yes.
I'll remember that.
Okay, Christmas presents.
It makes me cringe. Like what? Like there are a lot of times that like Norian's taking a nap and Steve and I are having our time to watch a movie together, and that's the only hour we get in that week.
So put a note on your door. Do not disturb.
Boinking in
Put a
progress.
sock on the handle.
Boinking in progress. No, just enjoying the silence is probably what we're doing. Relaxing.
Are you meditating?
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
It depends. I'm not. I usually have an open door policy. I don't mind. Like, I don't have a lot of adult friends that come over and just show up. I don't. So I don't
Except for
find it
Jess
that
and
big of
I.
a deal.
And we let ourselves in and crawl on the floor to
That-
scare you.
But yeah, that's annoying.
That's what I'm saying. Like certain people
But-
have those rights. If
Yeah.
very close family and you. That's
you.
about it. But
That's
you're
great.
basically family, so.
I have said most of mine. I might think of a couple more. I don't know. We'll see.
We might
Noisy
spark
eating
you.
was another one, but that kind of goes along with having food in your mouth.
Chewing gum, smacking your gum. They
Yeah.
all fall in the
Yeah.
same category.
Yep. So mine's kind of ironic because right now I'm drinking out of a cup without a straw, but I really hate doing that, like especially in
Why
public.
could a guy be a straw?
No, it's more like
more
in
in
public,
restaurants.
like in
I'm not-
restaurants.
I can't do
And I don't
that.
know why it sends me, but it does.
I
Like
usually
I'm
hate
always
to.
that person that goes, can I have a straw?
Yeah, me too. I have
Yes.
to have. I can't. Yeah.
It doesn't
Me
bother
too.
me my own home
Yeah.
cups.
Yeah.
This is just my other home, so
I
one
meant
of
to have
one
a
of
straw
my
and I
3
forgot.
homes.
No,
My bad.
it is just a restaurant.
You're up, sister.
All right. This is probably going to attack some people as well.
She's kind of feisty.
Parents not letting their kids watch SpongeBob in the 90s. I've never understood that.
That is a Nick. Yep.
It makes me cringe. What was the big deal about people not letting their kids watch SpongeBob in the 90s?
You truly deprived them.
I bet they are not funny or have any sense of humor if they weren't allowed to watch SpongeBob. I just don't see the
I
big
was
deal
not
about
in that
it.
era, so it didn't really
Yeah.
pertain to me.
Like
If you
I
could
had a
point us
few
out
friends
what
that-
was so wrong, I will argue
Yeah.
with you because
I'm pretty sure if we
brought
go
joy.
back and look, like I go back and look at every single one of the cartoons and all the Disney movies, there is something in those movies that
Oh yeah.
goes
Yeah.
along with some storyline that's going to get somewhere.
And I think it's funny when they like put in adult humor because there's so many things that I catch now that Norian watches movies that I'm like, oh, that's funny, but
Yeah.
you don't pick up on it as a kid. It doesn't mean anything
no,
to you.
it goes right over your head.
I don't know. It just makes me cringe.
And I thought SpongeBob was hilarious.
Like
I
was
still
like
do.
I was like 8 watching 13 Ghosts and like Final Destination,
Creepers.
Jeepers Creepers,
Exorcism.
Like, we grew up very different.
I
There was
watched the Smurfs. Or Gummy Bears, way before you guys' time.
Oh, I'm a gummy bear. Yes, I'm a gummy
No.
bear.
Try again.
that was just a song.
Allie loves that song.
All right, your turn.
Applying lip balm with your finger. Not just like one of those little lipsticky thingies. When people like dig in there, their dirty finger and rub it all.
I couldn't even do that.
I
No,
couldn't
you
either.
couldn't.
We'd have
You'd have to
leftovers.
stick the back end of it.
I would have.
But it just,
to.
I don't know, it just
I
grosses
don't like
me
it
out.
either because then they're wiping it somewhere. And
Yeah,
that
they're
shit's
wiping it on their
greasy.
leg, and then they're taking every germ that's on their finger that they just touched in Walmart.
Yeah.
We're on that lippies.
Or hold their schwanker with in Walmart when they went pee and didn't wash their hands.
That's disgusting. That is an ick. Not
It is.
washing your hands when you leave the bathroom. And I know when people don't. It's
She's
disgusting.
talking to you.
She smells your hands.
No, I just know. It's
Okay,
disgusting.
my next one. I don't know anyone that personally owns one, so that's why I felt brave enough to add this to my list. I don't
Not turning away.
I sure do.
Well, I guess I didn't think of them.
I'm going to apologize for my sister at this point. I'm just going to apologize for her.
I'm sorry, okay?
You know what I did think of Nick. I'm going to jump right in. When you have a napkin sitting right next to you and you choose to use your shirt.
I'm sorry, Kim. I haven't heard a word you said. Can you start over?
All right, I think I just need to address the elephant.
Well, that's what people probably say about you sometimes.
I guarantee you they do. And I don't blame
I
them.
do love you, but just
Love you
saying.
too. I'm just honest and I say it how it is. Okay, next. Now I can focus.
Lindsay, I think you're next, Jess.
Did we skip over yours, though? Because I missed.
Yeah, I've said all mine. I just threw my paper towel in.
Sorry, I have a sniffle.
Do you need Kleenex?
This is my
Or your
last.
shirt?
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna be one of those people that sit there and sniffs for 30 minutes. That's an ick. Okay, if you wear shoes in my house, I immediately hate you and all that you are. I can't forgive you, and it grosses me out. All of our people in our group, they know. You go in my house, if there's a get together, there's
I'm
50
well
pairs
aware.
of shoes at the front door.
Even Bubba knows. He came to the
He
house
does.
last night. He ran right in, and I
Took
went.
his shoes off.
I told Steve, I was like, "All right, back. I'm gonna go tell the boys to take off their
Right.
shoes." They both walked in, and both their shoes were sitting right
I
there
really
on the
thought
floor.
you were going to give Jason a headlock the other night.
You know, I was cringing
knew you
watching
were.
her walk across
She
the
takes
carpet.
her shoes off at my house always.
But she didn't have socks on, and I don't like
No,
the
you
feeling.
let her put her shoes on.
I let her put her shoes on because she didn't have socks on, and no one likes.
Yeah, I'll come to your house and take my shoes off, but I'm not doing that at. I
always
I
take
have
my
my
shoes
dogs
off.
out with Kim right now. I'm comfy here.
Your dogs are out.
I
My
usually always
dogs
take-
are
I
out.
do think
I got
that is an
sandals on.
ick too, because like walking into the house with mud all over your feet when they work in the mud all day long.
Yes.
I just think about the bathrooms they walk through. That's what grosses me out.
It's like sitting on a toilet seat,
Warm.
warm.
Okay.
Hair.
That was my last ick.
People that have the nautical star tattoos. I can't. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yes.
You know those stars that everyone
Likes.
tattoos? I don't mind them as like decor. It's the tattoo that I don't like.
What else you got? Because Jess and I are done.
Oh,
I have star tattoos, but they're not
Um,
nautical.
grown men being mama's boys.
Yeah.
It gives me the ick.
Yep. My husband has
husband
the
is-
utmost respect for his mama, and he always will.
Yeah,
But he's not
that's
a
different.
mama's boy. He's like,
Yeah,
He's
like
a
I'm
grown
talking about the
man.
men that like
He's
put
a
their
grown
remember
man.
that
They-
when your boys are
they
old
put
and
their
you wanna be
moms
mama
before their
boys.
wives. I do
Oh.
not expect my son to ever do that, and I would be ashamed if he did. I mean, he can't forget about me, but
I would make
I
fun
wouldn't
of him.
want that either.
calling people bro constantly. And it's more
Amen.
not even like boys that do it. It's like when girls do it. I'm like
It's my
not
kids.
It's not bro, it's bruh these days.
Bruh.
bro, whatever.
Get it
I
right.
hate it. I don't like either one of them. I'm like, I'm not your bro.
I know. I always tell my
No.
kids that. It's yeah.
And then when people walk around with their either winter makeup on their face and summer has hit their neck, or summer is not here yet and you're using makeup for summer with your white ass neck. I just want to blend.
Maybe they don't have good lighting in
powder
their
for you.
bathroom.
Maybe
Yeah.
you should invest in good lighting because women see that shit. I'm one of them.
You're not wrong.
Okay, when people are driving around when it's raining and their windshield wipers are going way too fast.
Oh my god.
It gives me the ick. Turn your windshield
You
wipers
go around
down.
and see that? You pay
Yeah, I'm
attention
like,
to that?
yeah, just the other day.
Yeah, 'cause
we were
it's just
sitting
too
at the stop
aggressive.
sign,
When
and
it's-
Stevens
What about-
were on shoom, shoom, like they should have been, and the people across from us. I'm like, we're in the same rain. Why?
What about
It's
what
so
about people
intense.
wearing masks in their car by themselves?
That
one.
is a big one.
Why?
That one
I don't
gets me.
understand that. It's one thing to wear a mask, whatever, each to their own, but in a car by yourself, I don't get it.
I have never understood that ever.
Nope.
Is that all of them?
I think it
You don't
better
want to
be.
get me started.
Yeah.
I think we should have a whole segment back on COVID though. I just saw that. We should
Yep,
circle
that hit all
back
mine.
someday
We
and
could
talk
do
about our
that.
COVID stories in
Oh,
healthcare.
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that'd be a
I'll
good
need a
segment.
whole segment for that.
That's a good idea.
Okay.
I will.
I don't know
I'll
if
put
people
that on
would
the list.
like my take on it.
Oh,
but
my stories
I-
would be so great.
They
they're
would- oh,
they're
mine too.
gold.
Mine too.
They're gold.
Okay.
What are we doing next?
What's our next one?
Conspiracies?
Yep, I
Wanna do
think
that?
so.
Yeah, hit it.
So this was my idea to do a
Wait,
conspiracy.
we have that. Why are we making that sound?
There you go. I want to talk about Princess Diana a little bit tonight. I don't know if anybody's familiar with it. I had to kind of educate a little bit.
A lot of it.
But she
Yeah.
was married to Prince Charles, which is now the King of England, and he has since remarried. Well, she got married at a young age, and they had 2 kids together, William and Harry, which you may know Prince Harry and Prince William at all. Do you know?
I know of them. Couldn't point them out in a crowd.
Okay, so it's kind of a sad deal. She actually, he actually had an affair, like from the very beginning of their life and whatnot. They ended up splitting up, and it's a big thing in that type of realm of life when you have a princess and prince. He's next in line for the king, so they have so many different things that they have to go by, and him remarrying is just, you can't do that and become king because it's kind of like out of wedlock because you're out of divorce. Okay. So they were separated. She got a bunch of stuff in the divorce side of stuff. Queen Elizabeth, which was the gal before, she was the queen. She passed away, gave it down to Charles, King Charles now. Anyway, so she got in a really bad car wreck. Paparazzi was like on her like no other. There's several different conspiracies in regards to how she died. So I was actually researching that a little bit because I love to go down a rabbit hole with that. But supposedly a drunk driver was involved in the accident, and then she wasn't wearing a seatbelt, and then the paparazzi was chasing, going really fast, and she passed away. And so what that means
And
is
she was
now-
pregnant.
No, she was not.
Oh.
No, she wasn't. Not that I'm aware
I
of.
think she was, from what I
She
read.
might have been pregnant with her person she was seeing, maybe.
When
Could
she
be.
died, I'll Google it.
So anyway, they say that maybe the King Charles had something to do with that, because he obviously wanted to remarry, because he had an affair, and he's matter of fact, he's married to this Grinchy lady, and I don't like her because of the whole situation.
No,
passionate.
Google says no, she was not pregnant when she died.
I read something about her being pregnant.
And so I personally think that they planned that for her to die so he could remarry. When I say they, I think King Charles had something to do with that, because I don't feel like
Oh yeah, he wanted to marry her.
he wanted to marry Camel Toe, or Camilla, as I call her, just because of all the
thought
royal.
you called Kamala Harris Camel Toe.
I do.
Isn't it Princess Camel Toe?
No, I think it is, because she didn't get the queen title. So like Princess Diana still held, like Princess Diana of Wales, she still had that title. So they still gave her like a bunch of stuff, because she had her kids. So like her son is in line for the king, so he can be, Prince William can be the next king once Charles dies or whatever happens to him. But I honest to God swear to God that something happened on purpose. Like they
And
literally,
when they died, the male, the guy, only had $30,000 in his bank account, and then like a day before he died, $280,000 was transferred into his account. So like they could claim.
That's sketchy.
really, that is a little sketchy.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just feel sorry for her. I specifically remember all that going down, and like her passing was like huge. Like everybody was a Princess Diana fan back in the day. I mean, they absolutely loved her. They didn't really care too much for Prince Charles, and he's really not that good looking, and she's beautiful.
She was phenomenal. I do remember her legs.
Yeah.
Phenomenal legs.
I bet they don't compare to Carrie Underwood's.
They are close because they were long, beautiful.
Never.
I
No
would
one
love
compares to
them.
Carrie Underwood's legs. She has sexy legs.
Okay.
Yeah, she does.
I mean,
But was
I'm
she a
not into
princess?
blondes.
No.
Blondes don't do it for me, but she's one blonde I would compliment besides Olivia. Other than that, you're not making it on my list.
okay.
I'm a brunette type of girl.
Very good.
Something
Good
about
thing we're all brunette.
there's
No kidding.
something about brown hair.
So anyway, I do truly believe that Prince Charles had something to do with her dying. Granted, I mean, if you think about it, in that realm of royalty, he had so many connections and all that stuff that I truly believe that can happen. Meaning, there was a motive for that.
There was definitely
Well-
a motive. From the
Do you know
40 minutes of research I did.
Is there like a documentary I can watch
there
on this?
is? It's called Crown on Netflix,
Okay, I'll watch
and
it.
it tells her whole story. I
we
actually
watch
really
it
feel-
together?
Yeah. I actually feel really sorry for her, because I don't think she was treated that well, and she never, ever, ever should have married him to begin with, and she kind of fell into it, and I don't know, I just feel bad for her. And when you're in the spotlight like that, I really think that it's, I don't know, it's just a
I
lot
feel like
of,
being in the spotlight period would be really hard.
yeah.
Oh, it would be so hard. I couldn't live like that. Like,
I mean, I could live like a Kardashian. I
I
sure
could
could.
live like a Kardashian.
I would
There
let
in a
people take
spotlight.
pictures of me,
I just
whatever
don't
angles
think I
they
could
want.
like cry on camera and stuff, and they do a lot of crying on camera.
I
Kardashians?
almost cried last night on our TikTok.
Oh my god!
That
If
was
you guys
crazy.
haven't watched that, go watch my sister be dramatic.
It wasn't dramatic in my eyes.
It was so dramatic.
I
She
didn't
was
wanna hurt my
scratching
husband's
me
back.
to hold on to me.
I was scared.
His back was fine.
His back wasn't fine. His back was bearing a load.
Okay, carry on with my
Sorry.
fun Princess Diana triangle of death.
I think
life.
I think he deserved better. That's my input.
He deserved
She
better.
The one that
Deserved.
died.
She deserved
She
better.
deserved better.
Princess Diana deserved better. But she was already married into it, so she didn't have a choice. And then she wanted to get out of it. And
Well, why'd she marry him?
you know what?
Sorry.
wasn't his
So
looks.
She should
I
have never
have
married
some
He was
people
screwing around with her all the
that I'm close to, and you know what? They made bad decisions in who they married, and now they're old
Godspeed.
and still having to deal with them. And make better choices, people.
But if you look at the all of the stuff, it basically states that the paparazzi was there to see her first. They got pictures of her when she wrecked, which to me is horrible.
Yeah.
They'll never come out and say, although they might. You never know, because I mean, look at JFK. That's another topic. One of these days,
We have to educate ourselves on that before we talk about that.
I can
Yep.
go all over that business.
I remember talking about it in school, but I kind of it was a long time ago. I
don't know
forgot a
anything
lot
about
of it.
any of that
So
stuff.
you guys need to do more research, and we do need to watch.
The
Crown.
It kind of bores me.
The Crown would not bore you.
No, just like
I'll watch
anything
it.
history or war. Like as soon as I hear British or government or locking and
This is drama.
loaded. No, I want to like know I want like Law and Order SVU type of shit. I don't want to know about the wars and
We're not
British
talking about the
Columbia
war.
and
JFK had nothing to do with that.
I
Well,
know, but
a little bit.
He was the president and
I just need to learn
Just
more
care about that
about all of
stuff.
it before I can give an opinion.
Moral of the story is Princess Diana was
Used and
she'll go down
abused.
as she was used and abused. Put up
Don't
what?
marry uglies.
What does
Yeah.
Mom say?
Used and abused and put up what?
Similar. It's along the lines.
Yeah,
What does she say?
that's what she says.
No, she says, rode hard and put away.
I mean,
Sorry.
that's true.
I wouldn't have brought that up if it would have came to my mind, but I just, yeah.
Oh,
All right, moving on.
Okay,
I'm
what's our
done.
next
see,
segment?
Mom and Dad,
Conspiracy.
they never had to worry about SpongeBob because of the stuff that came out of their mouths. They were like, "This SpongeBob is mild.
Yeah, absolutely.
We can't ruin them more."
Yeah, same with our children. SpongeBob is going to be the least of
They
their
don't
worries.
have cartoons like that anymore. I'm
Don't.
sorry, but they don't.
They have Bluey. Wah, wah.
I don't know what that is.
It's boring. It doesn't even have good colors. So many people are crazy into it. And Norian's like, this shit sucks. Put on some Fast and Furious.
All right.
Okay, next segment.
That was kind of boring.
I
But
just
I
should have
enjoyed
done
it.
more
Was it
research.
boring?
I was
don't-
poorly prepared. I will watch The Crown with you and we'll circle back to it.
Okay. Fair enough.
I will.
Fair
I'm
enough.
down. I'll learn me something.
Read up on JFK too, because that's coming around the pike.
Okay. Put it on my to-do list.
What's the next segment, guys?
This one I picked.
I forgot what it was.
It'll be more interesting than mine.
Astrology.
Duh. All right.
And I'm not somebody that like makes my whole personality about astrology, but I do think some of it's legit.
Most of it's legit.
Only because of my sister.
It's legit. If you really read into it, that shit's legit. And it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, a lot of it I believe.
Science, bitch.
Isn't it stars and universe?
It's
And they all
astrology.
line up, right?
It's astrology, which is science.
Your anus lines up with Jupiter.
Okay.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. Where are we going to start off here? So I'll start off, actually.
That was funny.
So, I'm a Leo through and through. Kim is a Sagittarius, and Jess is a Capricorn. And I looked up our friend, like how a Sagittarius, a Capricorn, and a Leo are as friends, and this is what I got. It says,
I'm
a
anxious.
Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn woman friendship can be a dynamic and enriching mix. Although it may require some effort to navigate the differences between these signs, Sagittarius and Leo are both fire signs, which is, that's true. Known for their enthusiasm, optimism, and adventurous spirits, making them naturally drawn to each other. Capricorn, an earth sign, brings a grounded, practical, and responsible perspective, which can both challenge and complement the fire sign's energy. So, some of our shared traits, both Sagittarius and Leo are outgoing, love attention, and love a good time. Some potential challenges with our friendship is their strong personalities can sometimes lead to clashes if they both want to be the center of attention, or if Sagittarius's need for freedom clashes with Leo's desire for loyalty.
Ding, ding, ding.
That is nail
Winner,
on the head.
winner.
Complementary strengths. Sagittarius, why it's making it like nothing about Jess, and it has all three in there.
That reminds me of our podcast. YouTube.
Sagittarius can encourage Leo's adventurous side, while Leo can show Sagittarius the importance of stability and a well-rounded life.
Aw.
Kim's showing you the way.
You two, now it says, while Capricorn's practicality and stability can provide Sagittarius with the structure and realism that they need, some challenges between your friendship is their different approaches to friendships and social situations can sometimes lead to disagreements.
I don't know about that.
I don't know about that either.
I can see you and
I feel like if you're ready to throw hands, I'm gonna take my
back.
earrings off.
Yeah.
Now this is
With someone
Jess
else.
and
I'm
I's-
saying, like, if you're gonna throw hands with somebody, I'm gonna take my earrings off and jump right in with you.
She's gonna get you with those little baby bear paws.
No, I'm not gonna get Kim. I'm gonna get whoever Kim's fighting.
No, that's what I'm talking to them. Their little baby with your little baby bear paws.
Mess with Kim, and I'm gonna throw down.
Now this is Jess and I's friendship. Leo needs attention, and social interaction can contrast with Capricorn's preference for smaller, more intimate gatherings. That is true. I've always been more social than Jess. The older I get, the less social I'm getting, though, I will say.
She's coming to the dark side.
Yeah.
Nothing
I've
wrong
always
with
been
that.
on the dark side, just changing my traits on the dark side. Where we have potential for growth. If they can find common ground and shared interests for work, they can learn from each other's strengths and challenge each other to grow. That's interesting.
Okay.
Building trust. Capricorn's loyalty and reliability can be comforting to Leo, who values strong bonds.
I feel like she's like, if my other friends aren't busy, she'll entertain me.
You two
Whatever.
are the only ones I hang out with.
That's kind of what I picked up from that.
Overall, a Sagittarius, Leo, Capricorn woman friendship can be a rewarding experience if they are willing to embrace their differences and work together to find common ground. The fire signs can bring excitement and adventure, while the earth sign can provide stability and practicality, creating a well-rounded and fully dynamic friendship.
Aw.
Well, you guys are bringing the
that's
fun,
good.
and I'm bringing the stability.
Someone's got to.
Someone has to with us.
I guess it's me. Okay, so Capricorns, soulmates are Taurus, which is my husband, Virgo, my mother, Cancer, my mother-in-law, Scorpio, I don't know any Scorpios off the top of my list, or Pisces.
Scorpio, nephew, Norian is a Scorpio.
Oh, that's right, he is.
He is.
He is a Scorpio.
And he is through and through a Scorpio.
Yes, that's
And
why he's my
Scorpios
bestie.
are shit.
So what about Pisces? I don't know if I know any Pisces.
I don't know if I know any close Pisces.
Those are my besties, my soulmates.
I
Well,
didn't even look that up.
my soulmates are Kim, which is a Sagittarius. This is friendship soulmates. I didn't look
Oh,
up.
I looked up soulmates, and Sagittarius was the second one for you.
Yeah.
And,
Aries,
yours,
which is my
your
friend Carly.
Kim's third choice for soulmate.
Oh, I thought it was number one.
No,
Oh, that's what I read.
Kim is your second, and you are
depends on
her
where you
third.
look.
Yeah, that's probably true too.
It could be.
But yeah,
True.
so my two soulmates are two of my very best friends, Carly and Kim. So it's pretty cool.
I believe that 100%.
Yeah. I've always tried to get Carly to get a tattoo with me because she is so against tattoos because she doesn't want to commit. And we wanted to get soulmates underneath our tongue because I told her, I was like, what if we get it underneath our tongue so we have a tattoo together and no one will ever know because who's going to see underneath your tongue? And then we were going to get like
Under your tongue?
we were going to get the
How
O.
about under the lip? Like, how are you
Or
gonna
on
do-
our lip, not under our tongue.
Okay, I was
on
like,
our
under
lip.
the
I'm
tongue.
sorry.
Oh, that's
I don't know why I
funny.
said under our tongue. On our lip, and then we were gonna do the O, a sunflower for Laramie. So then
That would have been cute.
I thought it'd be cute too, but she just can't commit.
Maybe
commit.
somewhere else.
Maybe I'll drug her.
Maybe the bottom of your feet.
Maybe the hairline.
Tattoo them dogs.
No one will ever see on the inside of your lip, and I feel like it wouldn't hurt there.
Okay.
I feel like it would hurt there.
I think it would.
I
hurt.
bite my
don't
lip and
think
I'm a
so.
crying baby.
What's the difference between biting your lip and a tattoo?
I don't know. You go get one and let us know.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good.
Someone who used to believe in astrology 100% was our Nana. She was, anytime Lindsay was brought up, she goes, well, she is a Leo.
So, do you read your horoscopes?
Yes.
Yeah, I haven't.
Not every day, but yes.
Do you read it every day?
I forget sometimes.
I don't read it every day.
Lately, I've been more faithful to my Lose It app.
Well, that's good.
I always read mine when I'm having a bad day or a hard day because then it like
Changes it.
Yeah.
Spins it around. Makes it happy.
gives me something positive. Like,
Did you read it on the times you were
might
doing your
be
cabinets?
No,
You
I should
should have.
have read it during those times. Like,
This will be a
you
day of
can
struggle
push
for
through
you.
this, and don't be a cranky little bitch because you're tired of doing the cabinets.
They would have just copy and pasted for hers and been like, this will be a day of struggle for you. Next day, this will be a day of struggle for you.
All right, what time are we at?
Sagittarius.
Should we throw in a random?
Yeah, go for it.
I think we should throw him a random funny story.
Oh,
What
no,
kind?
I think we're going to throw in what time, how much?
We have 53 minutes. We're just right there.
Okay,
We can finish
okay.
it out. Ooh, silence. Let's get a lazy while we figure it out.
All right, we'll do a quick one on how you met your lover. I'm just doing a quick one. Okay, Kim, you laughed, so you got to start first.
Okay, I'll start first. I don't know why this is embarrassing to me sometimes because I think people like to judge, but it's a good story.
I don't know this story.
You don't know the story?
No.
So it was New Year's Eve, and we Route 36 was opened on Highway 36 in Idalia, and we just happened. A bunch of my friends just happened to go over there, and Dave was there with one of his buddies, having a good old time dancing, and I think he whistled, and I turned around. I don't really think he was whistling at me, but
Maybe he was.
He saw that ass.
yeah, I can't remember. We exchanged numbers. And he's like, well, I probably won't call you next week, but I'll call you later. And I'm like, okay, didn't think nothing of it. Went home. Was all excited, giddy, because I was just a young little girl, all excited. And then a week later, I get a phone call, and he wanted to go to Denver. I'm like, okay, yeah. And my mom was like irate 'cause she's like, I don't know who this guy is.
He's a serial
He's taking
killer.
her to Denver. And he was living Sharon Springs at the time, and I was obviously going to college, and I was home for the summer. And so he stopped by and picked me up at the house. And at that time, I didn't have a cell phone. And so we go up to we went to a couple of his business places, and we're sitting there in the area talking to one of his guys, and we're sitting there, and he's like, so how you doing? Talking to Dave. He's like, how's the boys doing? Mind you, I just had met Dave, and I didn't know like
He had kids.
He had kids or anything. And I'm pretty sure my mouth dropped to the floor, like, And so we get back out of the car. He's like, yeah. He says, I was probably going to tell you that. He says, I just didn't figure.
I was
on the
probably going to
first-
tell you that.
First 6 hours of the date, I needed to tell you about that. So that was kind of, I always laugh about it because that's how I found out he had
Kids.
some boys.
Love at first sight, baby.
And we've been together ever since.
Thank
That's been
goodness he knows how to
25
whistle.
years. That's
Wow.
right.
25?
25.
Wow.
Look at you,
Yep.
girlfriend.
Good thing he learned how to whistle.
That's right. So yeah, good times.
You want me to go next?
Yeah.
Zach and I met in second grade, Mrs. McCall's second grade class. We were friends. I think we mutually bonded over motorcycles because he used to ride motorcycles and so did I. And we were just friends forever. And then we finally...
used to. We still ride motorcycles.
Well, I mean, at the time. I don't ride them daily now.
No.
And we were friends. And then he asked me out in 7th grade and he gave me my first kiss. It was also his first kiss at my friend Hannah's house. Movie party. Allie's not having those.
Amen to that.
Okay.
And then we were at the fair one night and I asked him to eat a funnel cake with me. And he goes, I'm talking to Alberto. And then I was like, all right. So I was like, I found the closest person I could find in high school and I went on the Ferris wheel with him. So then we broke up and then we got back together our sophomore year of high school. He was like, I think I need a girlfriend. I was like, I think you do too. And we're going through all the girls in our class and he'd find something wrong with every one of them. I don't like her hair. I don't like her teeth. I don't like her nose. He'd find just something wrong, even with the most beautiful, stunning girls in our class. And I got through the whole class because, we only graduated with 55.
Only.
So it was a short list. And, yeah.
I had 11.
Oh my God.
Your list was shorter.
Much.
And then he said, well, what about you? And I was like, sure. And we've been together since 18 years this year.
That is crazy.
Nothing wild and crazy about us. Just cute little besties.
That's right. Forever.
Still
That's
are.
awesome.
Well, Steven and I were in college, and I was at a soccer game with two of my girlfriends, and he was going to school with he was in a class with one of my girlfriends, and he held the door open for me walking into the cafeteria, and he told my friend, who has now passed away, and he goes, I want her. And Steven, at the time, and she said, too bad. Well, he made it his mission, and he was really good friends with my best friend's, at the time, boyfriend. So we became really good friends, became really close. And then one day we were at the soccer game, back to where the soccer game is. And he came up behind me and he asked me what I was doing that night. And I said, nothing. What are you doing? And I said, oh, no, I didn't say nothing. I told him I was going to night class. I had some night class I was supposed to go to that night. I don't know. And I ended up not going, and we ended up all hanging out and started talking, and that's actually how our friendship started. But we developed a friendship, and then it just turned to more. We became really close.
Lovers.
And he is now my bestie.
How many years?
8 years.
Wow.
Which is crazy.
That is
That's right. 'Cause
crazy.
Allie was a year and a half. That's right.
Yeah. Isn't that wild?
That is wild.
It's gone fast.
Yeah. So,
Wow.
here we are. Now we have a
Wow.
mini us, and wow.
Wow.
Yeah, I think. Just so everyone knows, I'm gonna. Benton, can you leave the room real quick?
Okay.
Look forward to next week, because I'm gonna make these bitches tell the story of how they lost their virginity, whether they want to or not. So, on that note, have a happy Wednesday is when everyone else will be watching this, and look forward to the starting out conversation of next week, because I'm making them have it. I thought of
made
it
me
while we were
sick.
sitting.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have
Yeah.
COVID next week.
Nope.
Negative. Have a good evening. Thanks for partaking in
Like,
this
follow, share.
spin of 3 honeys and some tea.
Someone help Kim with a prank. She's clearly not good at them.
And
Yeah.
also, if you guys comment on our podcast, I'm going to draw however many comments, I'm going to draw and give
3
you
comments.
a gift certificate to
I'm commenting.
Terabana. No, never mind. Actually, we're going to go somewhere else.
a fun gift certificate. It'll be $25 gift certificate to whichever one I pick. So if you like,
I'm
share
commenting.
and comment,
I'm commenting too.
even some ideas, we'll have a winner chicken dinner.
We need some interaction. We're going to quit this shit, and we're just going to have fun and not tell you our
Yeah, we're
funny
gonna watch
stories
Princess
by
Diana
ourselves. And do it
documentaries.
unrecorded so we don't have to be so filtered.
We do that anyway.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Bye.